Hello everyone, welcome to MNTV Education Series, and I am Janaki Gurung, host of the program. Would like to welcome all our viewers from around the world. Welcome from a vibrant city, Melbourne. Australia known for best education destiny with multiculture and great opportunity. Today in this episode, I would like to share insights of two figures that was helping international students, an education migration officer and a trainer who helped international students, assisting them in visa application leading to a globalized citizen by helping them in their studies and journey. So would like to welcome our two figures, and also I would like to thank all our sponsors supporting and making this education series. Let's welcome them with a round of applause. Welcome back again to our education series, and today we have two popular figures in education landscape, that is an education advisor and marketing officer from Austral Education and experienced trainer assessor in our episodes. So let's welcome them with a round of applause. We have Camilo, Cely, senior marketing Austral Consultant, 3 years in the industry, and also he have done diploma of leadership and intelligent emotional. So let's welcome him with a round of applause. Similarly, have experience trainer and assessor Ameen Mohammed. He has 15 years experience in training industry. He has specialized himself in business course from certificate 3 to graduate diploma, hospitality course from certificate 3 to advanced diploma, early childhood education certificate 3 to diploma. We have health service, individual support and community services. So he also have done double masters. So MA in Business Administration, MA in Information System. He also have done certificate from Training and Assessment. So please welcome them with a round of applause. And I'm very excited, and I hope everyone does. So let's welcome them with a round of applause. Welcome to our episode. How are you all?
Good. Everything's going well.
Can you please introduce yourself to all our viewers, please?
Yeah, of course. My name is Edward. I have been working in Austral Consultants for the last 3 years. I'm a senior marketing advisor and marketing officer, and I'm pleased to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure to have you here. Similarly, I would like to share your introduction, please.
Thank you, Janaki. My name is Ameen Mohammed. I'm a trainer and assessor. I'm living in Melbourne, in Australia from last 22 years. Past 15 years, I'm working as a trainer and assessor, teaching in different fields, hospitality, business courses, early childhood education, and the health services as well. Thank you, Janaki, for giving us the opportunity to have a chat with you, and hand over to you.
Thank you, everyone. We all know that our education series, we have been doing every episode, and today our episode is morely about supporting in terms of migrations by an expertise marketing advisor we have, and also how experienced trainer been assessing in our helping the international students. So we have few questions that I'm going to ask you today. Edward,
Yep.
well, can you explain the typical process for international student for a student visa to Australia?
Yep, of course. So pretty much in Austral Consultants, we always recommend our students to come here 3 months before their current visas expires. It's important to have those gap of time. Most of them think that it's an easy process. You just fill up some forms and lots of documents, but it is not that. It's far more detailed. First, we study the student's profile. We make sure that we have all the student information. We ask what is the student purpose here in Australia and what he would like to do here in Australia. After that, we analyze different study options with different schools. One of them is, of course, RGIT. And once the student chooses a school, we try to get the offer letter and the COE as well. Then we choose the insurance, that is very important, the overseas student health cover. We start with our process with our visa department. They're gonna help the student to write the GS and get ready with the other documents. And after that, we just make sure with a double checking with the whole department. It will be us as marketing, a visas department, accounts department, everything, just to make sure that everything is ready and we can apply for their visas with the most chances to get the visa approval as it's possible.
That's great. And can you tell our viewers where you are located and how many offices do you have?
Of course, we are 3 senior officers right now in the office. We have 2 juniors as well. They help us with this process. We are pretty much 20 people working in every case, in every student. So that's the trust that we can give to the students, that they can feel comfortable with us.
Thank you so much. So yeah, if you're looking for any queries, so we have Austral Education located in Melbourne, and also they have many branches around the world. Thank you so much. With Ameen,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, so being in industry for 15 years, what teaching strategy do you find most effective when educating international students from diverse culture background?
Like, we are lucky to be here in Australia, to be honest, and why I start with that. Because as you all know, Australia is a multicultural society. A lot of overseas other cultures are coming over here. When I start my career as a teaching, that thing I was missing in my life. So when I started, then I just developed more passion about it. Teaching international students, it's a little bit challenging, but it's very acceptable because the curriculum and all the aspects is decided over here is very familiar with the students as well. Now the students come over here, they think that okay, English is our second language and we cannot cope with it. Trust me, when you come over here, study over here, the study material are designed that way that you're able to grasp very quickly. And a lot of courses, they do have a lot of opportunities over here. So in that way, people are enjoying those courses. That's why it took a lot of passions and a lot of industries, and that's why I stick with the education industry and working since long time. So approximately 15 years.
That's really wonderful, like 15 years in the industry. So I think that's a really challenging, and then you had amazing experience, and thank you. If you have anything related for any queries, feel free to invoice or comment us below for anything. Moving forward with Edward, how do changes in Australian government policy impact the visa status of current international students?
Well, honestly, I think it's a big negative impact, because we have a lot of students who are genuine students and they are getting refusal their visas. And if you have been in this industry for a couple of years, you realize that this industry requires a change, requires something different. But we believe this is not the way to do it. It's not fair with those students who are trying to start their process here. However, as Austral Consultants, we are trying to be on top of these changes. We try to explain everything that is happening here right now and make them feel comfortable, make them sure that everything's going to be okay. Because if we prepare everything before, we want to be ready to manage everything and make them feel comfortable that we're going to be able to apply for the visas, trying to avoid as much as the risk as possible.
Sounds good. So with Ameen, what techniques do you use to engage international students and encourage active participation in class?
Right, that's a fantastic question. How to attract students? That's most important part. How to engage them, right? The best curriculum aspects over in Australia, a lot of the courses got a practical knowledge. I'm just giving a small example of early childhood education course, right? If they're doing certificate 3 or if they're doing diploma, they need to complete near about 16 to 20 units apart from that, but they need to physically present and do the work placement approximately 260 hours during the course period of time. That is the magic of the students to engaging in the participation. So technically they're getting a real work experience, and most of the students, they enjoy with that. That's why all the curriculum, whatever the design and how the ASCA, our skill qualification unit, they design the courses, they consider that part. Once they complete the course, they will be job ready. Most of the countries, you get the degrees, you get the certificates, but you don't have the work experience. But the beauty about our courses, in all the other courses, I'm talking about business, you're talking about the health services, you're talking about the hospitality. students must complete the work placement. That will give you student the more privilege to know about the industry. That's how they develop their interest. That's how they be engaged.
That's really wonderful. I think this is what like we are not creating with education, but creating an expertise in the field and giving them
Expertise in the field
opportunities.
and make them a job ready.
Yeah.
So
That's
once they go for the interview, they know the practical knowledge already
Of
by their
course.
hand.
yes.
So
And
that's
also,
the
you
beauty
have
about
made
it.
many students working in different industry. Yeah.
That's right.
15 years.
15 years of experience. I made a lot of students are used to be like in the hospitality industry, a lot of restaurants, they come and talk to me
Yeah.
whenever they're stuck. Not regular basis, but hello, hi. Of course, we in the living the fast world, but hello, hi is always there. Happy New Year message always come. So that's a good thing. I feel really proud of it whenever I see them around. I really feel proud.
Yes, definitely. I think even your student watching here in the show definitely would proud of you and then proud of them as well in making them career. So thank you so much. So with Edward, I have one more questions for you.
Yep.
What are the current English language proficiency requirement for international students here in Australia?
Well, it always depends of the school and depends of the course that the student wants to study. I would say that in Austral Consultants, we always suggest the students to challenge themselves with the IELTS, maybe the PTE, or could be TOEFL. Most of the universities ask for this test. If one student is trying to apply for an undergraduate course, they will need 5.5 to 6.5 score IELTS equivalent. Or if they are trying to apply for a higher course, it will be 6.5 to 7 score at the IELTS equivalent. Some people are afraid about the English, or maybe some students try to skip the English part. But we strongly believe that it is very important make them understand that we are in an English country. This is the main language here.
Yeah.
So it's important for them to understand that if they try to jump to this kind of courses, it will be bad for them in some point. They need complete the whole English course first, and they will be able to speak fluently and got everything that they need for the further courses.
And many students are applying for English courses as well from Colombia or different countries.
That's in our countries. It's not usual to speak English. It's just getting popular right now, so that's why most of them trying to apply here first with English.
That's great.
That's the idea.
There
are great opportunities here to learn.
Exactly. So that's the thing. We also offer English courses here in Australia. It's an English-speaking country, but even non-native speaker can come it up on the board, can come for an enrollment with English course, and we have packages. So yes, and then we can enhance your English and can study further vet courses or higher courses. Exactly. So thank you so much. So with Ameen, I would like to ask you more questions, as you know it's always interesting and learn every day. 15 years experience and then very senior, and always good to hear from you. So how do you accommodate different learning style among international students, particularly those who may be comes to different education system? So how do you accommodate that students?
The way I proceed with this, like we do have multicultural society over here. People come from all different background, different culture, different ethnic groups. Make them comfortable first. Let them realize that you allowed to speak English, whatever you can, and I'm here to assist you to understand. If I don't able to understand, I'll ask a question. So don't be shy. So once that ice is broken, all the students can come and gather together. Then depends on the class, because a lot of time we do have particular set of the culture, set of the curriculum is already written, but we can be tweak it. As a trainer, we do have a privilege to tweak it a little bit and how our audience is reacting. So in that way, lot of quiz, lot of pop quiz questions, let them more interact rather than just I'm delivering the lecture but they're not getting it because they belong to the different part of the country and English is the second language. So don't make them a lot of entertainment.
Exactly.
In that way, I believe is always they learn very quickly.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
That's the best way. That's how I believe. So people are always afraid, especially they come from overseas. Of course, they score the band and everything. That's why they got the visa and all that part is clear.
Yeah.
But once they come to the class, bit shaky. I cannot able to speak English, teacher. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Don't worry. Take your time. Whatever you can, take your time. It's not end of the rate. We're just doing the competency based subject. Most of it, you're able to understand the subject. Once you're able to understand the subject, automatically the English will come out. And I encourage everyone to speak in English. Doesn't matter if they're wrong or right. You speak in English, that's how you practice. That's we design the curriculum that way.
It's wonderful. I think definitely in Australia we have multiculture and we encourage multiculture. It's a country with diversity culture and people from around the world are here. And also I found it at many schools we have marketing officer with their own native language. They help around. So yes, it's a wonderful to be here and part studying, and it's a world-class education system in Australia. So if you're looking for a study in Australia, I think definitely we encourage you and we would like to welcome you in this vibrant culture country. So now we're gonna go for some short fun of games that we have, funny questions. Then we have 4 new questions we're left over. Are you ready, guys? Excited?
So. Let's see.
Okay. So I got a few questions. Okay, Edwards, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, no. What? Sorry? What did you
Karaoke
say?
song.
Oh, karaoke song. Oh.
You can sing one line.
It would be, I don't think, maybe, let me think.
It's a rapid fire, fast.
John Mayer song. I don't know, maybe.
Can you sing one line for that?
One line for that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, come on. One line for that.
Yeah.
It would be, Goodbye's Wonderland. Body's Wonderland.
Thank you. So, Ameen, okay, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
If you could have any superpower for a day, what would it be?
That's a big one.
Rapid fire.
Superman.
That's good. What's the most unusual thing you have ever eaten?
Intent.
Eaten.
Oh, eaten. I think it would be ants. We have ants in Colombia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they are fried,
Oh, wow.
and it's the taste is like nuts.
Oh, really?
And
I
it's
should
really
try
nice,
it. That's
actually.
nice.
Yeah, it's nice. You should try it.
Funny. Okay, yours is like fun. Okay. If you were a cartoon character, what would be?
Cartoon character? Hang on, I just forgot the name. I know the Mr. Papaya.
Ah, okay. I've never seen that.
Mr. Papaya is a big spinach guy. He just fixes all the things. So that's what.
Okay.
If you would instantly become an expert in something, what would be?
Maybe zoologist. Maybe I don't know. So it could be interesting. I know a lot about aspects of animals and very strange things. It would be interesting. And I know I think it's always a good, easy thing to say in a good conversation. Something like that. Maybe.
Okay. So with you, what is the weirdest talent you have?
Genius talent.
Yeah.
I can sing.
Oh, you want to
Bathroom
listen
singer only.
All right, so thank you so much for the rapid fire question and hope you have a little bit of fun. Welcome back again. How are you feeling?
Everything is going well. Thank
Rapid
you.
fire?
Rapid
Warm
fire
up?
was.
Okay, so we got more few questions. So, Edward, what is the most common reason for the rejection of student visa application?
Well, yeah. The most common reasons right now are insufficient financial capacity. It would be the lack of information in the GS document. It would be some missing documents as well. And if the student is trying to reach something or a different area of course, not related with the background, it will be a reason as well. So in Austral Consultants, we are trying to prepare all of these things because we realize that pretty much the rejection document is a template. As I said before, it's not fair, but we are trying to be on one step on behalf of these things that are happening right now. We are trying to explain to students what we can do to avoid these kind of things. And it's not easy when this is happening. It's a hardest call that you have to make, but we are trying to guide them because it's not the last option. If you are here in Australia, you will get more options if that happens.
Yeah. So yes, I think rejection part is of course in every student application, whether it is success or rejected. But if you are in onshore or in Australia, according to advert, you can do AAT and there are procedures to be followed. But if you are overseas, then we can still do reapply. But it's very important is to look into your genuine, right?
Correct.
With your finance, with your income. So we really need to check it up. And also, we are happy to help you for any students' queries. If you have anything, we could comment down to us, and we are happy to get back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
With Ameen, how do you incorporate cultural sensitivity in your teaching method to ensure all students feel included?
To answer that, as you all know, Australia is a multicultural society. We welcome every culture over here. Just give you a little bit of feedback the way I teach and way we progress over here. We celebrate each and every culture day over here. Just to give you an example, like Indian festival, we celebrate Indian festival in our cultures. We accommodate all the Indian festival. In that way, other culture people understand the values and where they belong, and what exactly other culture is respecting the other culture. So there's a bit of mixture of all the cultures coming into together. And in Australia, we encourage all the culture day as well. As you know, the Australia is a very multicultural country. I repeat it myself because we got near about 140 cultures living in Australia at the moment.
Exactly.
And we celebrate each and every festival of the culture. That's a good thing, right? You could find this thing in other countries as well, but this was, we are lucky enough, we can know and we can get more knowledge about the cultures. Same applies to teaching method as well. Some teaching methods, some people belong to the different culture, different community, especially in the hospitality industry. They don't want to prefer the meat because they belong to vegetarian, right? But we still can accommodate them. We prepare the vegetarian dishes for them. Especially when they go for the placement, we can tell the chefs, look, these are the vegetarian, but as a part of the cookery course, you must have to do this. So we give them the more confidence. And that's how we win the confidence, and then the students become wonderful chefs.
That's really wonderful. And then me myself been here from different country. We are like, well, it's a multicultural country and it's a home for international, and always we believe in globalization. We are global citizen, and that's what it right now you can see multicultural people living together but still living in a country with peace and harmony. So now I would like to move to Edward. Oh, loved your smile. I think all the audience been watching us. I think the last question for today, and then of course we have a lot of questions on the board, and definitely you all are wondering like more questions on your mind, but we have to make this episode really short, but we will definitely will be included your question for our next series. This education series is keep going on. So this is our second education series. So today for the last question for the day, what are the most common challenges international students face while applying for visas? What do you think?
Well, Janaki, that's a good question as well. Most of them are frightened because they saw a lot of things in internet, and I think that keep away that what is happening right now and what is the true document that you will need. So we always in Austral Consultants we always try to be close with them, explain them the financial capacity, how it works, if they need to present them how it works, how much it is. All the documents that are important to present, because it's very important everything is going to be ready for them. The English requirements as well, if they already got the English, so if they can apply for a bed course or higher course, or if they not, if they need how many weeks of English they will need. So that's one of the other things. There, some schools they have their own English exam test, so that would be a good idea for them to know how many weeks they would need to take, and that's the idea, that they feel comfortable, they get all the information, and I think that's the best way to do it, and to make them feel comfortable and explain them everything, and everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I think definitely when you are a new student, new queries, lot of queries
Oh, a
probably
lot.
in the head, and then you will be looking to the internet, the current. But there is always, if you are genuine, if you got a good academics, you are eligible to apply. And then with Austral Educations, we are happy to help you. And that was already shared as well. So yes, definitely we are welcoming the students still, right? The changes in the government, as it was shared already, but still we are recruiting, Australia is recruiting international students. So I want you to encourage and love to see you in the beautiful, vibrant city, Melbourne.
Correct. Correct.
So yeah, Amin. So like now, I would like to move to Amin. So yeah, it was so good sharing your experience for 15 years. And as before I said, so again I want to repeat it, like 15 years in the same industry and helping thousands and thousands of students working in so many different organizations right now, blessed with such a wonderful trainer. So I want to know about how do you mark your assessments and then work placement? How does it works with the student?
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Janaki, for the question. As Edward advised, there's a lot of, just want to clear on that part, a lot of people coming from the overseas or students coming, they don't have the English as their first language. Every RTO, they do have their own English assessment test. So once you arrive, they do the test and we check their knowledge. According to the knowledge, maybe they can start the wet course straight away, or they need to spend another 1 or 2 months learn more about the English. Now come to the Janaki question regarding how we grade, how we mark, how we assess the assessment. As I mentioned you before, every courses in Australia design, they do have some part of work experience required.
Okay.
As I mentioned over here, like for early childhood education care, if they're doing diploma, you need to complete 260 hours of the work placement. I think I'm pretty sure. So technically, that 260 hours they need to spend in the workplace. Part of their studies as well. So technically, they're doing theory part and they do the practical part. So in that way, when we go and assess our placement coordinators, every school does have the placement coordinator. We go and assess there, they work over there, and we rectify it if they're doing something wrong, because they do have their supervisors as well. So most of the work they done is hands-on, and they're able to answer in the theory part very easily because of that. Once you come to Australia, you will enjoy your courses. It's not like that total theoretical part. If once you go to the practical part, you see, and I believe when you see something, then you're able to grasp and able to absorb very frequently. That's how we grade the assessments. So every assessment got two aspects, most of the time, 50% of theory, 50% of the practical work.
That's
And
wonderful.
that the student will enjoy the grading as well. And that give us the knowledge that students are getting the knowledge from actual workplace. That's how we grade. And most of the units are competency based units. It means they're able to do the work.
That's what it is. We are creating an experienced and skillful manpower as well, along with the study. That's what we believe on, skill education. So through wonderful mentors and experienced trainer and advisor, definitely it's helping a lot in the education landscape. And I think this story have really give wonderful insights to all international students looking for any assistance. And thank you so much for sharing your insight. Really, really wonderful meeting you all. Thank you for joining in MNTV. Once again, thank you so much to be here. And hopefully our students had great session. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Janaki.
It's
Thank
my pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
A pleasure
And
being
hope
here.
you see you all soon.
1,000 miles begins with just a single steps, and I hope this wonderful interview has given an insight to all the international students who are planning to study abroad. Australia not only offer study but also enhance with opportunities and create wonderful with diverse culture. I'd like to express my gratitude to all our sponsor, A Study Destiny for Expert Education, RGIT for if you're looking for study abroad, Ultimate Institute of Australia, Janaki Global Foundation, World Humanitarian Drive, WHD Australia, Global Events, and thank you to all our viewers from people from around the world watching us live from beautiful city, Melbourne. Till then, until next time, take care and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode education series. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.